An erroneous code push caused a small percentage of Google Docs to be incorrectly flagged as abusive on Tuesday, according to Google. Marcio Jose Sanchez Associated Press. Google Docs threw some users for a loop on Tuesday when the service suddenly locked them out of their documents for violating Google's terms of service. The weird part: the documents were innocuous. The alerts were caused by a glitch, but they served as a stark reminder that not much is truly private in the cloud. This shows that Google is using advanced machine learning and other AI technologies to examine vast amounts of information in near real time. Dana Gardner, a leading cloud expert and a principal analyst at Interarbor Solutions, said on Tuesday, Google Docs is a cloud-based collaborative tool that enables users to create documents and share them with others, and allows several people to edit and comment on a document at the same time. Depending on whether those affected had created the document or whether it was shared with them, they were stopped from gaining access to the file or from sharing it. Some received an alert: this item has been flagged as inappropriate and can no longer be shared. Others saw: you cannot access this item because it is in violation of our terms of service. Some of these people sought answers, and notified others, on Twitter. Has anyone had it? Google Docs lock you out of a doc before? My draft of a story about wildlife crime was just frozen for violating their TOS. Rachel Bale at Rachel Bale, October 31, 2017. Obviously this is raising questions in a lot of people's minds about the level of surveillance in internet tools, like cloud-based tools. Rachel Bale, whose tweets gained traction, said on Tuesday. Ms. Bale, a reporter for National Geographic's Wildlife Watch, said that while what happened was problematic, she was not too taken aback. We know Google has access to all kinds of information about us, she said, adding that professionally, she avoids using Google Docs for anything sensitive. Pet Google spokesman said in a statement that a code push caused a small percentage of Google Docs to be incorrectly flagged as abusive, which caused them to be automatically blocked. A fix is in place and all users should have access to their docs, the statement said. Protecting users from viruses, malware and other abusive content is central to user safety. We apologize for the disruption and will put processes in place to prevent this from happening again, Mr. Gardner said. The complexity of the technology and its widespread use carried considerable risks. A small tweak to the rules on what to flag or not can produce false positives like we saw today, he said. It's clear that Google wants to be able to exert conditions on what content can be shared, he added. It needs to automate that via machines due to scale. And it shows that mistakes in what to reject can be made, with highly impactful consequences. Google's automated systems periodically scan certain file types in Google Drive that are shared with other users to detect abuse and protect users, Pet Google spokesman said on Tuesday. Some examples include antivirus scanning, malware and phishing detection. Google Docs is part of the Google Drive suite. Leighton Pritchard, a computational biologist who also tweeted about the error he experienced, said that even though what happened on Tuesday was a glitch, it did shed light on how many users do not take the time to read terms of service agreements. The default state is we ignore them, he said. We click yes because we want to use the thing that's useful to us. Lots of things can slip by us that way. Working away happily on it. Google Docs with a response to reviewers. Suddenly this document is in violation of terms of service. WTF pic.twitter.com/2 Leighton Pumpkin at Widalquin, October 31, 2017. I asked them directly if this was a result of an automated sweep for content, Mr. Pritchard said of Google. They said they couldn't say at the moment and would update us on the Google Groups page. One user on the Google Groups page, a help forum for those affected, said, I hope Google realizes the seriousness of this issue. If they want this thing to function as a professional tool that people can trust, and not a toy, this has to stop right now. Someone else posted a message from the Google Docs support team that read, it appears our automated scan flagged your Google form as potentially suspicious due to the types of information it requests from others. Generally, using a Google form to collect confidential information, such as IDs, passwords, bank account numbers, and passport numbers, violates our terms of service. The user said the message made no sense. We did none of these things. While Google's privacy policy does not explicitly say that it scans files in Google Docs, it does say that it collects information from Gmail messages, Gprofile, photos, videos, browsing history, map searches, docs, or other Google-hosted content. Our automated systems analyze this information as it is sent and received and when it is stored, the policy states. Mr. Gardner emphasized the importance of being mindful that your cloud activities are most likely being assessed, and that the process is far from perfected. We should all be keenly aware that any and all content we create, handle or amend inside of these cloud services is being evaluated and scrubbed, and it's not being done by people, it's by machines, he said. And neither the machines nor their programmers are infallible. What's more, this is still an immature set of technologies, so teething pain is to be expected.